afternoon. My name is Brady Kirkman, Executive Director of Marketing and Business Development, and we're back here today with The Pulse. Thank you. And today I have with me Abby. Abby, hello. Tell us a little bit about who you are and your role here at Windermere Health.
Yeah, hello. I'm Abby Kipfer. I work as a dietitian here at Windermere Health. I have been here for over 5 years, and I have wore different hats and work in different areas and assist in different areas of the hospital, which I really love being a dietitian in a small town. Windham is where I was raised and born and raised, and so I love that I can be part of the community and give back in a certain way.
So talk to the community a little bit about what some of the services are that you provide in your role.
Yeah, so I work with a lot of different community health programs. One of my favorite things, I go to area schools and talk with the 4th grade students about eating healthy and healthy lifestyles. I think it's a really important age to target and get some of that healthy habits now that they're getting more independent and better awareness of their food choices. So I love being able to impact kids, especially those 4th graders. Other programs, I know I have worked with Healthy Together. That is a series of classes that we have offered in the community for several years since I have been here, and targeting really anybody who wants to be making some health and wellness goals and just learn about how we can live a healthier life.
I should probably go to some of those classes. You heard me say that I love hot wings, and the hotter, the better. That might not be the best diet for me. So, you talked about you going and speaking with the 4th graders. Talk about some of the services you provide here on site.
Yeah, so I work with inpatients, so people who are here staying in the hospital, help provide them a different education or whatever their nutritional needs might be, as well as working with outpatients. So maybe these are people who have a new diagnosis of diabetes, or they're looking at losing weight, gaining weight, maybe have kidney disease, maybe have a new food allergy or got a celiac disease diagnosis. So I work with those patients. They come in, they meet with me. Sometimes it's just a one-time session. Sometimes it's a series of visits, just depending on what the needs and situations are. But my role as a dietitian, I'm able to tailor my nutrition advice depending on where they're at with things. For some people I see they're very advanced, and so they've already been working on making these changes, or they're very knowledgeable at what needs to be done and just maybe have some questions that are very individualized. Other people, sometimes it's just starting out with basics. And, for some people, maybe it's instead of drinking 12 cans of Mountain Dew a day, we're drinking 6 cans. And so sometimes those small little wins are very beneficial. So it really just depends on the person. It's very individualized.
But it's amazing and interesting how our diet can affect so much of not only our physical health, but our mental health as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think, when we are able to be healthier, when we eat healthier, when we're active, when we're getting better sleep, we are just going to be a better version of ourselves and feel so much better, have so much more energy, and it can impact our health in so many ways, but it is still hard to do. Nobody's perfect. I'm a dietitian and I do not have a perfect diet either. There are some times that I don't choose good, healthy options, and that's okay. I feel like that's something that I try to be realistic and also understanding and finding that balance, finding where all foods can fit into a healthy diet and really focusing on how much and how often we're maybe splurging.
So if you had a piece of advice for our listeners, what would it be?
Start small. If we try to make huge changes, we sometimes will set ourselves up to fail. And so little small victories, little things. Maybe we're just focusing on trying to drink more water. Maybe we're just trying to eat vegetables one time a day. So many times diets fail because we're trying to do too much at once. So really, any kind of progress, any kind of change is going to be beneficial for us. So try not to be overwhelmed. Try not to get sucked up on the different things that we see on social media, on TV, because it can be so overwhelming. Let's just stick to the basics and try to make small changes that are reasonable for us.
Makes perfect sense. Abby, if they want to get a hold of you, how can they do that?
Absolutely. So you can always call my direct phone number, 507-831-0640, or you can reach out to me via my email. And I'm happy to answer people's questions, or and no matter how big or how small, and how I can maybe help you make improvements.
That's excellent. That's Abby Kipfer, and thank you for joining us today on The Pulse. We'll see you next time.